park today. Got the Senton out. 3S. I've gone through my 4S batteries already. And had a little problem with my Typhon. I was running it. I've got the hobby wing in it. Max 10, so you can run 4S on it. And I run 4S with this car all the time, and I've got the hobby wing in this too. And let's try to fix this a little bit. And my Typhon just stopped out of nowhere. But what I think happened is my cord and the capacitors were rubbing on the drive shaft, and I think it wore through, and or at least beat it up, and I think my soldering job came undone. And that's what happened with that. So it's pretty messy out here today. I've just been using this thing. I brought my Mojave out, but I'm not using it. Not in this stuff. It's a brand new car, and I'm not looking to clean it right now. I took it out last week, but it was just snow, so it's still pristine and clean. And this is not just snow. So my Senton is already good and bashed up, but this is, like I've said before, it's the Mega that I've converted to have all the same stuff as the BLX, mechanically anyway. I didn't change the plastic steering links or anything like that. That's all still stock. But the spur gear, the pinion, I kept the motor mount. That's still the same one. I have a backup just in case this ever cracks. But gyro receiver in here, the radio link, RG, whatever it is. But yeah, we've been just having a blast out here in the wet slushy snow. But I was a little miffed because the Typhon is so much fun in this. And I just came up here and I went like that, and it stopped right up here and didn't start again, no matter what I did to it. I changed the batteries. I unplugged it. You know what was encouraging is I broke up in the receiver box, and I had pinched the cord, the 3-wire cord that goes in from the ESC, and one of the cords looked like it ate right through because I had pinched it in the box. Whenever I shut it, I shut the box lid on top of the wire and it broke through. So I connected it again and plugged it in, and I was really hopeful, but that wasn't it either. So the only thing I can think is my soldering job, because I did notice some abrasion where the set of the 2 capacitor bank right there on the battery lead, that was rubbing on the drive shaft. And that was a soldering job that I had done. So in all likelihood, the drive shaft just beat my soldering job to death, and it came disconnected. It was cheap solder I was using. Plus my skills are not very hot. So I'm betting that it's it. That's the problem, and it's not the ESC, because it's the same ESC I have in this, but it's newer. I've only run that Typhon with that ESC probably 5 times. And, 3S and 4S. It just so happens it was a 4S battery I was using when it shit the bed. But again, I really think that it was the drive shaft rubbing on the capacitor bank. That's what did it. That's my bet. So when I get home, I'm going to open it up after I clean it off. But yeah, I don't have the heart to bring the Mojave out in this crap. I just got the thing. But I'll show you what I did do to it. I have yet to really test this out, but I put it's kind of hard to get off of here. I put bed liner spray all on the inside of this body. And on top of it looking badass, I believe that it's gonna strengthen it a little bit. And I'm not quite done. I did it last night, and that's another reason I'm not running this car today, is because it really hasn't had time to cure, and I wanted to, and I need to add more layers. But what I think I'm gonna do is, I think it's very likely that I might yet do the drywall bit on top of that and shoe goo, and then I'm gonna spray it with the rubberized bed liner. Now it's not as rigid as this stuff, and that's why I only did one coat. I don't want it to crack. I want it to strengthen and protect, but I don't want it so thick that it's going to crack when it takes a little bend. So that's why I think the rubberized stuff is going to, the thing I don't like about the drywall tape is you put the drywall tape, and so under the tape itself, you're not going to have any glue under those spots. That's going to be a glueless spot. So the best thing you could do, I guess, is to put the glue first and then the tape. If you're smearing around with your fingers, I guess it doesn't matter. But probably that's the best way to do it. Scuff your body, clean it, glue, tape, and then let it dry. Now, I haven't really had too much of an issue not doing it that way, just taping first and then glue. But it only makes sense that those spots under the tape are going to be dead spots. They're going to be spots where there's no glue. Yes, some will squeeze under there, but it's not going to be 100%. And especially around the edges and places where there's a lot of creases, there's a lot of angles, like the back of these. Those are tough to get tape down into. I didn't even bother with this because I don't think that's an area that you really need it.
Exactly like what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If you want to see it, but
yeah, there's a lot of dead spots under this.
no, there's glue under all this stuff.
Right. Oh well, did you?
I did it the way that you were just talking. I put glue down and then put the tape on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
See, I think that's the best way.
Yeah, it is.
Now, I didn't do it that way because...
I wish I would have put these on top, though, I gotta be honest with you. But I didn't have much surface left.
It's a method that you live and you learn.
Well,
So my next bodies, yeah, I'm putting them all on the outside because that's where it needs it. You don't want to crack your body.
Right.
And those pins are going to crack your body.
but those holes are gone. Those are now my holes.
Yeah. So right now I've got a Z battery in this, 80C. I'm about to buy another set of batteries because now that I've got this big monstrous thing that takes 2 batteries at a time, I'm not going to buy any specialized batteries for that car because any money I spend, I'm going to make sure that those batteries are able to be used for all the cars that I have. So, if I got to stack 2 3S batteries, so what? And I buy them in sets anyway, so they're matched. But you can definitely feel the difference in power between running this car on 3S and 4S. It's on 3S now. But this just, I'm in love with this car. I love them all, but I gotta be honest, it's taken a spot above the granite in my mind. Now they're both good for different things, but as far as just flat driving, I like this car better. Jumping and stuff, the granite kind of comes out on top as far as bashing hills and things. But it's a close call. I love them all. How you doing? So this is pretty much all we have as far in the winter time is this paved parking lot. Doesn't get a lot of traffic. It would be nice if there was some obstacles, like some light posts or something in the way, and things that you could go around real fast. See, we've been looking at that flagpole circle up there.
Well, we've got these, dude.
Oh yeah, it does have those.
Stay upright real long.
This battery's got to be about toast. I didn't time it. But I am going to try the next purchase I make for batteries is going to be the Huvo. Those 5200s are pretty cheap. They're $50 for 2 of them. The Huvo batteries. And the 4S batteries I love. Those are great. And I'm probably going to get another couple of those too. But probably eventually I'm only going to be using the 3S batteries in the Mojave. Because, well, I don't know, they're all capable of it, but the Granite, I don't have a lot of interest in making that car 4S. I drove right over you. That's crazy. I would not think that this would be capable of that. So, this Hobbywing ESC, when it stops, it stops. When your battery's dead, you don't have any more power at all. It just stops and you have to go get it. I like the Spectrum ESCs because they give you at least enough power to get back to you. Oh, the slush is fun. And Arma really nailed it with the suspension on all their cars. They're just the way they.
No such thing as improved suspension.
No, the way they handle is just, look at that.
They show upgrades, but they're not worth it.
They dig in all the right spots. They're durable. They take a beating. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is a setting that I'm not understanding, because this Hobbywing ESC just gave me more time to get back to my car. The one on the Typhon stopped outright. Just went, "Err!" You know, maybe it's the battery too. Maybe it's the 4S batteries that stop. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But anyway, folks, give a thumbs up if you like this video for some reason. Over and out.